Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode number 7 of my Feed the Beast Unstable series. This is your host, Bunny Vulture, and today we're going to continue on with the mob spawner that I was creating in episode 6. A little bit of a continuation of the Ganny's Nether mod with some combination of a few other things that I've needed to do ever since I began this adventure. Let's go ahead and go into my spawn room. As you'll see here, I managed to go and get 3 other spawners, and you'll notice the color on them has changed, and that is because, and I've applied a couple upgrades to them. So if I search the upgrades here, or rather, let me just do this. Let's go into the Ganny's Nether mod here, and so I've applied the first upgrade, which is the coal upgrade. And that gives you just tier 0, so that just makes you, essentially enables the spawner to turn it into an extended spawner. It doesn't really do anything else beyond that. The next one is the tier 1, and that's the iron one, so that, as you'll notice, it gives you 2 slots. And the next tier after that is the lapis upgrade, and that gives you another 2 slots, and that's colored blue, and that's the one I've applied the coal, the iron, and now the lapis, and that's why my spawners are now blue. So that gave me 4 slots available. So, and the next one was gold, and I'm kind of running a little bit low on gold now, so I don't really want to waste, as you see here, it's pretty expensive in the gold era right now. 4 blocks of gold, now we need 16 blocks of that, not counting the regular ignits. That's a little bit much right now. I think I have it, but it would pretty much wipe me out. So I'm waiting for my quarry to dig me up some more gold before I really go into that. The reason why is I had to spend gold elsewhere in order to make this at least profitable, this little spawner thing to be profitable right now. Since the next one is diamonds, which I think I have, and after that's emeralds, which I know I'm not anywhere close to. But the main upgrade I wanted to do beyond that is, where is it? Not that one, this one here, the autonomous one. That's the big one. That's what really makes these guys function well. That way I don't have to actually be standing next to them like you would have a vanilla spawner. You have to stand close to it in order for it to sense you, and then it would spawn them up. I really don't want to have that. I want to have this thing run on its own. So in order to make these, you need golden apples. And of course, to make those, you need 9 blocks of gold. So that already chewed up about half the gold supply I had. So that's why I really didn't move on to the tier 3 upgrade and get me another 2 slots. The only other thing that I really want to add to this is the other one, the ignore spawn rules. And that's going to ignore light levels, dimension. I really don't care about the dimension one because the blazes are spawning anyway. But the light levels is... it may not apply this one because I'm getting so much during the night as it is right now. In having them kind of shut off by day at least allows me to kind of function in here. Although that is what the redstone control is for, so that I can apply a redstone signal to them and turn them off. It's kind of a give and take. The big one that I want to apply is the possible spawn. That's what's really going to ramp these spawners up and allow me to have some, just larger content of stuff right now. But essentially what I've done so far is I've let these, went ahead and port 4 of these spawners in, and just as simple, those 4 upgrades that you saw, and I went ahead and put in some new autonomous activators in here. I still have my scythe that has just about 16 million RF. I went ahead and took my other scythe from my last small little derpy room and put that in here. That's not, nothing special. It's just same type. It's a manual thing, and it's got a paper tough binding and a tough rod, and you'll see the slime tough rod there. This was the first one I built just to kind of try my concept out back when I was thinking of what kind of a spawner I wanted to do. But as you see here, this ran for, I don't know, several episodes getting me blaze rods, and it's only, what is that, 2/3 of the way down, about somewhere around there. So yeah, but pretty much the same stuff, the looting 3 and about 9 hearts of damage, so still pretty good. I also got 2 more activators in here. I don't have anything on there. What I kind of thought about is with this one being my main one, and then this one over here, I really didn't need an additional scythe over in these 2 on the left and right hand sides. I just basically set them up to hit first slot. So basically they're just going to be pinging the mob back and forth between kind of around the room to really just hit this one or the one on the other side, this one or that one, because that's what's really going to kill the mob. I don't really need 4 sides. I guess I could and develop a way to easily change them out, but it's really not necessary. In fact, when this one dies over here, I'm really not going to replace that one. I'm just going to let that go and be destroyed, and then once it's done, I'll take it out and just use the one right here, and I can just reactivate that one. So let me go ahead and go inside and kind of show you what I've had to do to accommodate these 4 spawners. It's worked out pretty well and a lot better than I expected. I'm going to go ahead and put this dirt block here so we don't get disturbed. So far, I also went ahead and took out the nether brick that I had right here and replaced it with some dark glass so I could see into here to kind of keep an eye on here and see if there's anything that's stuck without having to look around. And I still gotta decorate the inside here to something more appealing, but functionality is more important than beautification, at least in the beginning. I want to get some stuff going before I really purify aesthetic this thing up a little bit. So I went AFK while I was making dinner in here for just one nighttime period, and I had a empty barrel or empty drum rather of nothing. I flopped it down, and when I came back, it was about half full. So it was about at 145,000 millibuckets, so about 145 buckets worth. I went AFK again to eat. I came back and checked. I'm like, okay, it's daytime. I went to eat, came back, and it was full. And all of the sewers were full. I'm like, all right, then I guess I need something bigger to hold all the essence that I'm going to be getting, because other than I'm just going to waste it and there's going to be a bunch of XP things sitting here. I could kind of alter it and have some sewers go, or have like a drain system here and have some go into a liquid XP thing, but I already did that back at the old base and I have a drum full already of liquid experience. I could make maybe the center one do liquid experience or some combination. Maybe I might, depending on what I want to do, but for now I'm just going to go ahead and concentrate on essence, because I think I have an idea for what I want to use all this stuff for. Also, you'll notice in the vacuum chest here, I got some various things. I got a bunch of blaze rods in here. This was also about half full, full of stacks of blaze rods, and oh wow, that is loud. It must be daytime or nighttime. Let me go ahead and turn that down. That's going to get really loud. Hostile creatures. Okay. So, alright, so now you'll see, since it's nighttime, or getting nighttime, you'll see the blazes come down here and getting killed. And let me just go ahead and take out all that, and we'll just leave it like that. And I'll kind of give you an idea of how fast this thing fills up. So in essence, to solve the problem of the essence collection, I went ahead and made the larger version, which is the Bedrockium drum. And if you're not familiar with that, that is another part from extra utilities. And to make one of these guys, you need bedrock ignits. In this version of extra utilities, what I've done is, since Unstable is not an official pack, it's just kind of testing out mods, I went ahead and decided to update my extra utilities because I want to try out more recent releases, and I don't expect the FTB team to constantly update their pack, which is not official. So I'm going to update the mods that I want to use and that I think are more stable ones. So I went out and updated that, and the recipe to make a Bedrockium Ignite, there's a couple of them. You can either get it via this recipe, which is, this is what I did. It requires a diamond block and then 4 quadruple compressed cobblestone and 4 triple compressed cobblestone. Well, I had already made a quintuple compressed cobblestone because I was going to make a portal to the deep dark for mining, but I thought, I don't need to go there because I already got a quarry going. I need this thing first, and this will allow me to better work in the deep dark. So I went ahead and sacrificed, spent a good amount of time crafting up the various let's see, 24 quadruple compressed cobblestone, and then by the time I had that, I had plenty of triple compressed, because I think my quarries brought back about 250,000 cobblestone, so that was plenty to get me this. And you know, I only needed 6 for these, so that's just 6 blocks of diamond, so that was pretty much a no-brainer going for that. So the big draw to this is it's 65 million millibuckets, so it allows me to collect 65,000, you know, essentially, well, yeah, about 65,000 buckets worth of whatever I want. So that was going to take quite a while, so that was a big draw to get. The other way to get that is from a block of Bedrockium, and in order to get that, and that gives you 9, which is really nice, but in order to get that, you need a octuple compressed cobblestone. So you'll see that that's 43 million cobblestone to get 9 blocks of 9 Bedrockium ignites. So I can spend 250,000 cobblestone and get 6. So maybe 400,000 cobblestone will get me 9. You know, granted, I got to spend diamonds, but sure, why not? I got some diamond supplies. Why not you do it? Granted, I don't really need cobblestone for anything, but I'm just not at the point where I have 43 million, and I don't want to set up like a cobblestone generator or that igneous extruder. I could. It doesn't really take any power, but it's not really necessary, and I didn't have one initially, and I kind of needed one now, so I went the other way. So anyway, you'll notice this thing sitting here, and if we check this, I just built it not long ago, and we are sitting at 158,000. That's pretty fast. And since I've been talking, let's go ahead and check in and see how our vacuum chest is doing, shall we? Ta-da! Just about 6 and, I don't know, a third stacks. So that's not too bad. That's going up pretty well. And that was probably, what, like 2 minutes? So what my plan is I have got a Tesseract here, which I'm going to configure to send everything that I have here into my AE system. I'm going to link it up to my quarry ID that I already have set up. And then what I'm probably going to do is set up these blaze rods to go into furnace generators. And I haven't decided if I'm going to use this guy right here, the multiplier times 8, or if I'm going to build one of these guys, the X64. It kind of depends. These things chew through, the 64 generators really chew through whatever fuel source you get them in pretty much no time flat. So I could, and you know, if I don't need the power, I'm not going to use it. So I don't know. I may build one. In order to build this, I need 8 of those guys plus a hyper energy transfer node. And to build that, I need the Bedrockium ignite. Not a big deal because, like I said, I think I already have everything I need to make one of those things. So I could. It's not a big deal. I might go ahead and just start with these guys and be sending the blaze rods into these guys and have those as an additional fuel source. Because right now, oh, you'll see. Oh, look at that! I got 2 more skulls, 16, and I'm up to almost 5 stacks worth of blaze rods. So that's not very bad. I'm collecting a lot of blaze rods and a lot of essence. And again, this is only with a very few amount of upgrades in the Ganny's Nether spawners. So that's only going up to tier 2 spawner upgrade, and there it goes all the way up to tier 6 to get. So that's in the 2, 4, 6, 8 more slots. So I could effectively take, say I put this guy, this upgrade, which is a little ridiculous, and I may go with, but it's going to take some time. Simply because it requires these dense lava cells and some fire charging caps. These guys are a bunch of diamonds and some fire, which you need to create some block of quartz and a magmatic centrifuge. You also need these fire charging caps, which are TNT, some blaze ignites. You make these guys by smelting some blaze mesh, and that's just a couple blaze rods. So it's a little involved, a little expensive, but right now I'm getting a pretty good amount. The other big one right here is the +1 possible spawn, and that's just a bunch of miscellaneous heads. That's why I'm not. That's why I'm holding on to the blaze heads, because I'm going to use those for the spawner upgrades to to increase the possible spawns. There's also another big one if I ever intend to break this down, which I don't think I will. And if I did want to do that, I would need this guy. And that's the Silky upgrade, and that allows me to break the spawner and get everything back. But this guy requires Silk Touch books, so I would need 16 Silk Touch books. Not the greatest thing in the world. So I don't know. I'm thinking what I got going now is pretty popular for me, or not popular is not the right word. Pretty efficient for what I want to do. So yeah, I think I might stick with this for a while. I got another 3 trophies. I think I already got 3 trophies, so I'm just gonna have like a huge wall of trophies. I'm not sure if you can really do anything with this. You can melt it down. Can't really do anything else with it, but that's kind of cool. I got some more red hearts, but I've kind of got, you know, a bunch of those already. So yeah, I'm just kind of collecting a bunch of this stuff. So I'm going to see what I can get going with my spawner and all of my beautiful little blaze rods there. And also, oh, check that out, 249,000. So this is pretty OP, guys. I mean, this is really ridiculous, I think. What I'm thinking about doing is taking all the essence that I have here, piping this in to one of the automatic spawners from Mine Factory Reloaded, and creating spawners for, say, wither skeletons, definitely. Also, let's see, Enderman, possibly. But I don't know. I really haven't decided. Oh, one thing that I could definitely create to sell my gold supply would be zombie pigmen. That's attractive. That's definitely an idea. I think I might go for that one first, because I don't really need ender pearls right now, and I got still a fair amount of wither skulls. I don't need them per se, but I already have not a jailer's, but a safari net, a reusable safari net into the nether for creating withers, so I don't really need that right now either. I can just take one of the full tanks of essence, so this one I could just take to the nether with me and just turn that on when I need it to go kill some wither skeletons. Take one of the ender size that I worked with in the last episode and get a bunch of skulls that way if I really needed some. But I really want to create some stuff that I can use, and I'm really shy on gold right now, so I'm definitely thinking about creating a zombie pigman spawner and getting a bunch of stuff that way, and getting the gold nuggets and whatnot, and turning that all into gold. I definitely think I'm going to do that. So I think I will take a break and create another little spawning ground and show you what that looks like, and I'll be right back, guys. And welcome back, guys. I am back after a little bit of, I took about a day off to kind of collect my thoughts and figure out how I wanted to build the spawner and take advantage of all the goodiness that I'm getting out of this one. I've got, as you can see here, my spawners are working pretty nicely. I got blazes coming in from, oh, hello, cats. Gee, all right then. Cats making an appearance tonight. So you can see I got the blazes going down into their little killing hole right there, giving me some nice blaze rods. And let's go ahead and check in on how many I got. And right now we are sitting at about 5,600. Not too bad. So let's see and take advantage of that. So what I have done is created just a little offshoot of my AE system, just a little export bus to send all those into a furnace generator. As you can see here, I have that going down into here. It's not really using anything right now, mainly because I just got it kind of, you know, generating power so I can use it for the next spawner I got. I have that attached to a tesseract that is set up for another frequency called spawners, and that is sending energy. Now, the other part of that, do I want to go up here? Yeah, that's fine. So let's go into my spawner hole here, access tunnel. And of course, you know, I got the stuff. Now, I don't know why, this is not really a hole. It's actually, the thing is still, autonomous activator is there, as you can see right there. Why it's just a glitch. It's kind of a weird glitch, but it's a glitch. And you'll see here that it's still barely going down. I mean, it's using RF, but not really. I got my Tesseract sitting here for a quarry to send items back over to my AE system. I actually don't need that. There we go. I don't need it receiving items because it's not going to receive anything. It just needs to be sending. I also went and put another Tesseract up here to attach to my Bedrockium drum. I'm not sure if I need this transfer node here, but I just went ahead and put it anyway because I'm just going to cover this up with a cover anyway, so no big deal. This one is connected to my spawner system too, and this is sending fluid. Now you may ask, where is the power and fluid going? That is because it is going over here. And this is my tower, my zombie killing tower. So if we go up to the top here and look down, it's my kind of sad attempt at making a zombie pigman head. It kind of looks like one, maybe? I don't know. Kind of. It works. Just wanted a little bit of something in there to kind of individualize this little killing ground. It's basically just your plain gravity killing chamber. Nothing hot, nothing special. I got the cobblestone markers in here to indicate height. It is 30 blocks tall, so just, you know, plenty of height. I think the spawner here is set up at the 26 block height marker, I believe. So let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah, 26 block high. On top of this, I got a Tesseract for the spawners, and this is receiving the fluid and energy. And if we got the auto spawner from Mine Factory Reloaded, it has got plenty of essence and plenty of power. The only thing that's missing, of course, is the spawn module, which I have right here, the safari net of the zombie pigman. So let's go ahead and throw him in here and watch it do its business. So we got the work here. It's gonna go crease down, and there we go. Goodbye, pigman. Eee. Well, let's take that off so we're not grabbing stuff up. Throw that back on the ground. Oh, poor pigman. And look at those gold nuggets. And it doesn't look like I'm getting a lot of them, but the pigmen are dropping at a decent rate, so not bad, I think. So let's go ahead and take a look and see how my power and spawn juice is reacting. We are sitting at 1.5 million buckets of mob essence. So let's see if it's going down at all since I'm transmitting this over here. And it's going down, that's for sure. 167, 66. Come on, kill some blazes, make it go up. See if I can be up. 167 again, 168. So yeah, back to 169. So yeah, not bad. I think we'll be in a definite 170. So we're definitely at a increase still with the blazes being killed constantly right now, and that's still with my spawners at just the lapis level. So once I put the spawner upgrades on there for the next level, which is gold, let's see right here, that's giving me another 2 slots, and the diamond and emerald are both in them too. So I got 6 more slots here that I can throw on there. These 2 for sure, so that's another 4. I've only used 1, which is the autonomous one. I don't need the ignore spawn rules, so I'm probably just going to drop. And I did look to see if there was some redstone controls on here, like a wireless redstone signal, but I didn't see any. Yeah, there's just nothing in here that I know of. If you guys happen to know of a wireless, well, there's a wireless transmitter. I wonder if that would work. Wireless lever. I don't know. If you guys know of like a wireless redstone thing that would work, let me know. There's red pipe wire. Maybe that would work potentially. I'm not all that concerned about shutting these off necessarily because I don't really need to get in here anymore. I got my little access tunnel to get into what I need to. This area is pretty much set, so unless I was going to take one of those away, what I need to get in there, but I can go in there and kill things if I need to during the day or something like that. I do want to, you know, that's the other thing I needed to do. That's why I wanted that one. I forgot why I wanted the ignoring the light spawn rules, because during the day they're not going to spawn. So I do want this one. This is going to require the diamonds and lava and fire. Not a big deal. I can get lava from one of the barrels I have. I'll have to build a magnetic centrifuge to get the fire. Yeah, not a big deal. I can definitely handle that. And this is just some blaze ignits. Well, I'm getting plenty of blaze rods, fire charge. So none of this stuff is really hard to get. But then the possible spawn, and I got plenty of heads from, of course, the blazes and the other stuff that I had randomly throughout, you know, everything. So I think that's definitely a workable system. I'm going to get a few more of these +1 spawns in there and really see how much I can crank up the spawns on these guys, and see if my mob essence and the blaze rods really definitely increase and go right through the roof. Let me check one thing here and see how my blaze rods are doing. 59. So I think I'm still at a positive, even though I'm starting to use the mob essence and the blaze rods to power that spawner in there. So I might just go ahead and build another spawner, but I haven't decided what that one is going to be. I definitely can make use of this one for the golden nuggets into essentially just a neat little gold farm without having to worry about it. I suppose I could maybe have a villager spawner to get emeralds. That might be kind of cool. I could have a villager spawner just kind of sit somewhere right here and just have it float, have the villagers go down into a little pit of doom into my smelter right there. I could definitely do that. That might be interesting. That'll get me a bunch of emeralds. I wouldn't have to have it going constantly like that one, but I definitely could make use of it. Maybe I might do that. In any case, I think that'll be it for today's episode, guys. If you liked the video, please share the love and please leave me a like. Comment if you would feel like to, if you want to. Until next time, see you later, guys. Take care.